Yo, YouTube! So I'm going to make a short video about the benefits and some of the things that I have gone through with sun gazing. I have been practicing sun gazing for the past month, I would say. In the beginning, I was doing it every day, started at 10 seconds and kind of just allowed my intuition to take me into the sun. Definitely allowed my heart to just slowly guide me into the sun. And I'm seeing, you start doing it, you're like, man, this feels really good, I want to do this every day. But you start seeing that, there's some days where you just can't wake up in the morning, or there's some days where it's kind of cloudy outside, and we begin to have acceptance of this. But back onto the topics of sun gazing, this is a 1 month report of how I feel after sun gazing. I would say I have sun gazed at least 4 to 5 times a week. Right now, maybe a month and a half, I would say. Maybe a month and a half. Because right now I'm around like 4 minutes. 3 minutes, 30 seconds, 4 minutes. And my goal is to get to 5, but I'm just slowly just kind of going into it. I'm sure there's times when I've gone over 4 minutes. I know there's a protocol, like 10 seconds every time, and there's like a strict way of doing it, and I'm, all about that. Definitely all about that, and I know that's just a way of doing it. But for me, I've just been using more of my intuition, my heart-based feeling, and kind of just surrendering myself to it, and whatever happens at that time happens. I now believe that the sun is spiritual food. We have, I'm finding 3 ways that I am getting my energy. 3 ways, kind of like I'm building this like pyramid. So the first way, everything adds into this, but these are 3 things that have really molded and given me the power, helped me awaken the power within me at all times. The first thing is meditation, no fat, so sexual conservation of semen, and sun gazing. Combining these 3 things is making me more forgiving, more loving, more open to life, more willing to express myself without judging myself, without feeling like I'm being judged. I'm just not listening so much to this internal chatter. It's there all the time, but there's a choice. I can either listen to it or not. And I just choose not to listen to the lower parts of my being. So I listen to the higher parts. So I listen to the trees. I watch the lizard. I feel the presence sitting in the chair. I feel my breath. I am here as much as I can be. That is my life mission, is just to be here now. So the sun is adding on to this. It's allowing my mind to calm down even for a minute or two. When I'm sun gazing, there's no bad thoughts going on. There's no nothing. There's just love. There's just so much love that I'm taking in at that time, and my spirit just gets so excited when I see the sun out around 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna go find a field, and I'm just gonna go plant my feet in Mother Earth, and I'm just gonna enjoy this love that I get, and it just carries me for a couple days. So even if I miss it for a day or 2 or even 3, I still just feel so charged, even by like a 3-4 minute sun gazing. It's crazy. I feel so good that I have been telling people about it, but I feel like sun gazing is more of an intuition based feeling. When you are ready to sun gaze, you will naturally gravitate towards it. So what are some effects that I've had? I've talked about this in my previous videos, but I'm just gonna go back over and wrap up some things. So number 1 is It's the feeling of love. It's the feeling of being connected more to the planet and other people and my experience and just being here. And I think because the sun allows my mind to calm down even for a couple minutes a day, it allows life to come in. Once we can drop the psyche, once we can not pay as much attention to the psyche and pay more attention to life, I feel like life really comes in and really touches us on a deeper level. So calm mind is definitely number one. Number two is more of a spiritual energy. It is a life energy, but I can't tell you if I'm getting that from NoFap or from meditation or from my food or from my diet or from my exercise. You know, there's a lot of other things I do, but I think sun gazing has kind of, just added that extra little scoop of whatever, just of happiness within myself. It has just ignited a couple more things within myself. I just feel good in the moment right now. Sorry, I just feel relaxed into it. Over time, we do begin to just connect more to life, and sometimes I can feel like I'm losing the boundaries between my body and what's going on now. I just kind of slip into this like merging consciousness. I don't know how to describe it, but this just overwhelming feeling of just being alive and just being with everything. It comes and it goes, but it's definitely been coming since the sun gazing, for sure. Number three, my food. Food sensitivity. Definitely feeling somewhat more sensitive to food. Haven't been craving meat as much. More smoothies. I'm drinking smoothies again. More watercress, more bananas, more organic foods, more watermelon, more avocados, more berries, more cranberries, blueberries, chia seeds, all that good stuff, fish oil, all those things that just make us feel good throughout the day. I'm definitely craving more lighter foods. Also will add in a suppressed appetite. Definitely appetite is somewhat curbing. I eat, but not as much as I felt like I had to before. Sorry, I just feel good. 4, I do feel there's a deeper connection to my body. Definitely, right now, now I feel just very relaxed and very at one and peace within myself. And it just feels good. It's good to like sit in that space of self. It's good to like just sit back from everything and just watch all of it go on and see that we are not separate from the experience. We are the experience. So the more we connect with what's going on in our experience itself, the more that we declutter and detach from who we think we are, which is our psyche. It's a very liberating experience. Number 5. Pictures on number 5. I can hear the birds. They're very loud. Number 5. Dreams. Definitely dreams. Dreaming more. For sure, dreaming more. Definitely more vivid dreams, more activity in the third eye region, a lot more just feeling up there. Last night I did sun gaze for about 4 minutes, then I went to a temple and I just listened to someone talk for about an hour, and the whole hour I would just feel my third eye just pulsing and just feeling swollen, and it felt good. It was a very very connective experience. Number 6, more connected to the world. more sensitive, more energy sensitive to people. I'm beginning to literally like feel the energy either being taken from me or being given to me. Like I feel like people are like feeding off of my energy. Like I have a lot, so it's being like taken. And I have no problems with that. No problems with that at all. Because I just bring it back. I just bring it back instantly. So those are some effects. Those are some things that have been going on with sun gazing. I definitely recommend everybody to at least look into it. I definitely recommend everybody who has a high amount of anxiety and a high amount of mental stress to at least try gazing at the sun and at least doing a little bit of research on it. Don't look at the sun at high noon. Don't stare at it at high noon and think that you're Superman. It's possible. I mean, sure, it's possible, but take it one step at a time. The sun is definitely not something to play with. It's not something that's just, oh, I'm going to go get my sun fix on. No, it has a very deep spiritual transformation that will take place within you when we start doing this. I do believe it starts to cure your mental illness first, more of your mental disruptive patterns, and then it begins to cure the body. That's just my belief. I don't really fully know, but I can tell you from experience right now with the mental processing, definitely. It's definitely allowing my mind to calm down a little bit, and it's definitely allowing me to connect more to the universal flow of life and less like in my mind and more here, just more here. Like I'm more present, I'm more aware. I would assume maybe it's like parts of my brain that are being awoken or just that lie dormant and are being used, being activated by that light, that pure light that just goes straight into your brain. And because of that, I feel like I'm more engaged in my world, and I'm more engaged in what I'm doing, and I'm more engaged in how I feel. And overall, I just feel good. So I wish the best for everybody. I wish the best love for everybody. Like I said, I would try it out. I would look into NoFap. I would look into meditation. I would look into the sun. I would do everything that culture tells us not to do. Definitely look at the other side of things, and just be yourself. This is what this channel is about. It's about being yourself, about being the best version of yourself, and just showing the world that there's a lot more out there than what we can, what we can comprehend. And I don't know a lot. I don't know anything. At the end of the day, I try these things and it's like one thing after another, like, whoa, this is actually working. And it makes me realize that I don't know anything. I just am a present experiencer of this beautiful gift we call life. So, much love to everybody and take care. And like I said before, just check it out, open the mind a little bit. Don't be so, oh no, I'm going to burn my eyes. Just give it time. If I do something that's happening to my eyes, or if I see some kind of pain or anything, I'll totally make a video on it and let everybody know and realize that maybe I made a dumb mistake. But I feel within my heart and within my being that the sun is the key. The sun is God. And when we go back to the sun, we are surrendering to everything that gives us life, which is the sun. So, much love to everyone. Peace.